Well, the same old royal story continues for the Rajasthan Royals. You were 90 for no loss and you've lost by 11 runs. 10 runs, sorry. You lost by 10 runs, and that means Punjab Kings and Royal Challengers Bengaluru are now all but assured of a playoff spot. The queue will come for both of them if DC lose today to GT. So if that happens, GT, RCB, PBKS are all but through.
Just to update as far as the toss is concerned from the Delhi-Gujarat game, it's the Gujarat Titans who won the toss and elected to bowl first. Mustafizur comes in the Delhi playing 11. I think we were discussing about this.
So he played a game yesterday against Delhi. Must have, traveled today.
So he comes back. He is in the 11 for the Delhi Capitals. And for the Gujarat Titans, it's Shubman Gill, Joss Butler, Rutherford, Shah Rukh Khan, Rahul Tewatia, Rashid Khan, Rabada, Arshad Khan, Sai Kishore, Siraj and Prasidh Krishna.
So Rabada comes in for Kojia.
And Delhi Capitals more or less the same side. It's just Mustafizur in place of Stark. Everybody else stays the same. And Vipraj Nigam comes in for Madhav Tiwari, who was playing the Dharamshala game. So today Vipraj Nigam is
Nattu in? Natraj?
Yeah. Same side.
Look like Karun is again going to be opening?
No, he's not in the 11. He was not even in the 11 previous game. He was dropped.
So it's Faf and Purell.
Yeah, and Samir Rizvi came in for Karun Nair.
Oh, so Faf is in?
Yeah.
Oh.
Same playing 11, just two changes. Mustafizur in for Stark and Vipraj Nigam in place of Madhav Tiwari.
Has there been any communication by the BCCI to Karun that, he is probably going to be a part of the 2 warm-up games, so maybe he's not...
See, he is included in the squad. He is there in the squad for India A, so that's why...
Assuming, Delhi Capitals, even if they reach the playoffs, Karun will not be a part of Delhi Capitals then.
No.
He will have to travel with the Indian squad.
Yeah, I think he's been clearly told in that sense. So, yep, that is the update from the Arun Jaitley Stadium. Vital game for GT and DC. If GT win, 3 out of the 4 spots are confirmed. But if DC win, no one has qualified. That is how the situation is at this point. But then our attention here will be on what has happened in the RR versus PBKS game. How can a team that was 90 for no loss in 6 overs with Yashasvi Jaiswal hitting a 24 ball 50, with Vaibhav Suryavanshi again giving them a great start, 36 runs of double
40 or 15.
40 or 15.
4 fours, 4 sixes, no run in single double.
No run
only
in
boundaries.
And you still lose that particular encounter by 10 runs. Yet again your middle order bungled. Yet again in the power play from 7 to 15 and in the death overs you just could not ensure that you got over the line. And that is why Punjab Kings credit to one of their most underrated superstars in Harpreet Brar. He turned the game entirely on its head with 3 wickets. And because of that, Punjab Kings for the first time, already the jinx was broken. 10 years later, they have gotten to 15 or more points in the IPL. And yes, my criticism of them that they were the greatest 6th place team in the history of IPL, that's been dispelled. Definitely a top 4 finish now. But in what position, we don't know at this point. So, RR last home game for them at Savai Mansingh has ended in an absolute dampener. They have plenty of questions, especially the middle order. What was Sanju doing? What was Riyan Parag doing? Dhruv Jurel redeemed himself towards the fag end.
I think we have probably lost count of the question as to what Riyan Parag was doing. And not just in IPL 2025, you keep the 2024 season. Now that 2024 season surprisingly is turning out to be an aberration, because that was the only season when he did extremely well. But apart from that, I think arguably he has been one of the perennial underachievers as far as the individual performances in IPL are concerned.
He is still one of the better batters this year, Riyan, if I'm not wrong. But
He's
that's not
boosted by that 95 that he hit.
And he has 300 or something, 300 plus runs.
But that's not saying much. If Ryan has been one of your better performers, that just sums up the royal mess that you were in this entire season. And today was a repetition of what we've seen in the past. We've seen this team unable to chase down 9 runs in the last over. We've seen them fall short of 12 runs as well. Today, the margin was
22.
much more. The requirement was much more at the last. But what we saw was a clear pattern in them not being able to cross the finish line. When you're 89 runs, after the power play ends, then clearly you have the lead in a chase of 220 odd. So they again have only themselves to blame. You can't blame the conditions. You can't blame any on-field decision that went against you. There aren't any external factors basically that Rajasthan can blame at the moment. I think they've been in that stage. It's just that this break came in between. But I think Rajasthan have been in this mold where they're already looking at the next season, which is why you've now seen a tweaked batting order as well, where you realize that a Suryavanshi needs to play, and you saw Sanju Samson then bat at number 3. So I think now this season's done and dusted. Again, a win here or there, and you end up being party poopers for a couple of other franchises. Maybe that's all that you can hope for. But otherwise, I think you're only looking at giving more time to a Shubham Pandey and Shubham Dubey, beg your pardon, Shubham
Pandey
is our colleague upstairs.
Yes.
But I think you're already planning for next season.
You are planning for next season, and honestly, RR's last game is against CSK. It's going to be the battle of the wooden spooners. Honestly, that's happening at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. You will want to look at it for Vaibhav Suryavanshi versus Ayush Matre again. Dhoni, again, he's made it clear that he's probably not retiring in 2025. He will play in 2026. It's just reports. But CSK insiders, we know at this point. But again, Yashasvi Jaiswal is your orange cap holder currently because he hit a 50 of 24 balls. You've got a Vaibhav Suryavanshi in that. Riyan Parag has done well. Still, you're at 9th position. Still.
It's very surprising that the law of averages hasn't really caught up with this middle order, because on many occasions now, on most of the occasions I would say, there's not even one game that the Rajasthan Royals middle order has gone on and finished. I'm not going to pinpoint a certain Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel or Hetmeyer for that matter, because I think we've done that all throughout the season. It's just surprising that they are not able to finish games despite being in winning positions. I understand that this has not been your season. You haven't been lucky. You haven't, sort of been riding your luck. In fact, things have gone against you more often than not. But still, out of the 10, 11 games that you have not managed to finish, you would have somehow managed 1 or 2 games at least. You would have had 2 or 4 more points at least. That would have been the situation. But even that hasn't really happened with the Rajasthan Royals. That is something that is really, really surprising to me, because their middle order, specifically all the batters in Dhruv Jurel, Riyan Parag, Shimron Hetmeyer, Sanju Samson, all of these batters, before Sanju Samson it was Nitish Rana, all of these batters are established batters and really good batters to bat in, specifically in Indian conditions. They are in and around the Indian team in some or the other format. Most of them, you have a Yashasvi Jaiswal who's done the job for you throughout the season, but Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel, Nitish Rana, Sanju Samson, all of these players are well established players, and that's a very good batting lineup. I understand that season hasn't been your way. It wasn't a season that was meant to be for you, and that's why you lost so many games. But one game also you're not able to finish. And that is something that is very, very, hard to digest for me personally, because I expect this batting lineup, at least, we've seen that with Sunrisers Hyderabad on the other end, right? But they haven't had the best season. They are absolutely out of form, that nobody's really doing well in their batting lineup. But still, they have had a couple of days where they've really done the unthinkable. What do you expect from Sunrisers Hyderabad? More often than not. They haven't done it frequently this time, but they've still managed to do it once or twice. That just clearly shows that they do have that sort of skill set to do that in T20 cricket. So does Rajasthan Royals, but it really hasn't worked for them this time, and that is something that I don't sort of understand. It what exactly is it, because they have the caliber to do this. Riyan, Dhruv Jurel, Yashasvi, Sanju, all of these are good batters.
11.2 overs were needed, 109 for 1. You needed 111 in 68 balls. In the modern era, it is very, very doable.
Also, the pitch
What
was
could be the
resisting.
reason? What
The
could be the
pitch was
reason for this?
resisting. You could see that the ball was coming nicely onto the bat, especially when the top order batters were out there in the middle. We saw Sanju make room and play a few shots over extra cover, deep extra cover as well. So if the execution, I think the execution's been missing, and that's been the sorry story of Rajasthan this whole season. Because you've seen like Jurel, you were mentioning Jurel's also now put in a couple of decent performances, but as a unit it's just a complete failure. You've persisted with Shimron Hetmeyer for God knows what reason, and you've not taken the hard call. Shubham, after all this time, you somehow managed to give him some sort of time, and you realize that yes, he's got more to offer with the bat. So see, I'll take you guys back to the time we were doing post-auction analysis, and we were doing our predictions as well in the lead up to the IPL, and all of us didn't pick Rajasthan Royals in our top 4 or even top 6 for a reason, if I recall correctly, because you could see glaring things missing. There were gaping holes in this side, which we're only seeing match after match now, and I think they lost it in the auction.
Like KKR.
They lost the playoff race, I would say, in the auction room more than they did at the on the field. That's how I look at it. So they need a rejig, is because I doubt that there's that right balance in this side for them to be able to turn things around even next season. They need a good auction.
I will do only one thing. I'll go the Punjab Kings way for Rajasthan Royals. Dismantle your setup, retain 3 players.
No, I'm not really going to,
No, they don't have the bowling. I understand they don't have the right bowling set. That I totally get it. But the bowling has been, it hasn't been that bad. They have been put in
potency.
There have been put in positions where they could have won the game. It was all down to the batting. The batting lineup, I don't think, is a bad batting lineup in that sense. Where you have a batting lineup like a Chennai Super Kings, Delhi Capitals for that matter, is not as good as the Rajasthan Royals. Rajasthan Royals batting lineup is pretty good for that matter.
It's only
but they're not able to do it.
What's good on paper, if you ask? It's only good because the thing is, and why
Sanju Samson
why we get swayed is because again, when you look at those names in the top 5, 6 or 7 for that matter, they're all familiar names. So our expectation is okay, familiar guys, reputation, etc. But a lot of it, I think, is also a figment of our imagination. This was not going to be a batting unit that would ever instill fear in the opposition. At least I never looked at it that way.
I kind of
you look where the other teams are.
No, I'm saying you have a Yashasvi Jaiswal, all format player. You have Sanju Samson, again all format player. Who was opening before Vaibhav Suryavanshi?
Sanju.
No. Yeah. Who was? And it was Nitish Rana who was playing at number 3, right?
Yeah.
So you had Nitish Rana at number 3, who's quite decent enough.
He's okay again.
He was captain of KKR for a season.
He can blow hot and cold.
Yeah,
we
but
know that about
Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel and Shimron Hetmeyer, I think a pretty good
Shimron Hetmeyer, I don't remember.
No, but which other Mumbai Indians I think has a better.
And I see how.
I know, and I understand. Josh Butler was anyways a very big butler.
14 crore.
Yeah, true.
Now, if you see, if I were Rajasthan, I will probably be looking at releasing some sort of funds, and maybe I can buy back Jurel, but I need the funds to be able to get players who will be in the fray, and maybe I need to be having that kind of money to be able to buy players that I want to perhaps buy. At 14 crore, I think they overspent on Jurel. Hetmeyer was running in around 11. So I'd look at freeing up some funds. Parag, I understand, has the backing. He's been one of the talents, but he needs to realize that after what he did in 2024, he cannot have a season like 2025 again, because he's losing time as well. He's been around for a while now, and if he sees himself be a leader, and clearly the franchise does look at him as a future leader, then he needs to really up his game and stand up, because such seasons are only going to dent his existing reputation.
I think for Rajasthan, obviously, if one, the hole that we were talking about that they are really missing, or the gap that they have in their squad here, it is clearly the lack of a finisher. Shimron Hetmeyer just did well in 2022, but after that, he's been a pale shadow of himself. Shubham Dubey is still pretty much new to the, domestic arena. The funds where you would want to clean up are maybe releasing a certain Shimron Hetmeyer 11 crores. You have Vanindu Hasaranga, whose role throughout this tournament was pretty unclear. Whether you wanted to use him more as a spin bowling all-rounder, someone who can bat a bit, or maybe you use him more as a batting all-rounder who can bowl a bit. Yeah, that's where I think it was very surprising. Mafaka just playing his first game. Tushar Deshpande second game, yeah. Tushar Deshpande, 6.5 crore if I'm not wrong. I think he has been a disaster for them this season.
Exactly.
So,
But why do you forget
Tushar
even
Deshpande and Tikshana also for that matter. Yeah.
And you look at the side that they had last year. So when you're going into a mega auction, the idea is to only better from where you were last time. They went the other way. They did themselves more harm than good. Because if you were releasing, firstly, this is a heavy cost that they're paying, by the way, for letting go of a Joss Butler.
Yeah.
It was going to hurt them always. We knew that, but RR didn't realize that. So there is him gone, there is Ravichandran Ashwin gone, there's a genuine wicket taker in a UZ Chahal who's gone. You were never going to be making up for all these big holes. Then there was Bolt who was let go of as well. So there was always going to be trouble once you let go of such talent and never. But look at the replacements. So when you let go of such talent, you want players of that quality to fill those holes, or players of even better quality. But that's unfortunately not something that's happened.
Yep. See, you've got, if you want certain retainees who are like almost certain at this point, Jaiswal, Suryavanshi, okay, unless Jaiswal doesn't want to be part of the RR setup. Apart from that,
That's also there.
with Sanju and Yashasvi, I don't know. The way Sanju was treated this time in RR, I think it was pretty shabby.
He's back now.
But no, I would actually look for a new franchisee next year. The way how...
If I'm Sanju Samson.
I have not been treated pretty well in this IPL.
He'll be a good fit for the men in yellow.
Men in yellow. Riyan Parag, see, there is a tussle for the leadership. Jaiswal, Sanju and Riyan Parag.
Is there really a tussle? That's the point. See, Riyan Parag led only when Sanju was injured. Sanju is your incumbent captain.
No, but vice captain was Jaiswal, na? So in that
was
scenario,
it there on paper last year?
no,
That's
it
the
wasn't
point.
on paper. Verbally, he was promised.
Again, see, there
He was vice captain, so ideally, vice captain becomes captain.
once you have a tussle of
Promised
leadership,
it.
Oh, promise. I don't know about
No, I also don't know. I've read reports that he was promised. So promise was
But
fulfilled.
that's a curse now. We
I'm
saw it
saying-
with Jitesh also. He was
I'm
vice
saying-
captain. Poor chap didn't get to captain. It was Sam Curran.
Yeah, I'm saying even if he was promised, promise has been fulfilled. He's still, when Riyan Parag was captaining, vice captain was Jaiswal only. So they promised him vice captaincy they've given him. So he's not been treated wrong. In that sense, if you look at it,
So-
because he was promised vice captain, never captain.
So you're suggesting that there are various power centers that have now emerged in this side, and that's resulting in a bit of a conflict.
see, I know that under Rahul Dravid, you'll wonder, under Rahul Dravid, how is it possible? But remember, Rahul Dravid has been part of RR franchises in the past. There, we have seen a lot of fragmentation.
Does he need to be the Indra Nagar ka gunda to be able to, just silence all
He
the noise?
became Indra Nagar ka gunda for the Indian team. But he never became Indra Nagar ka gunda in the IPL.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to be that person.
I don't think his hands are tied. I don't know why. He's not able to keep the RR team together, because how could you just
No, but
go ahead in the season?
they seem to be okay on the ground.
Arey, but look at
on
the
the ground,
nature of
which team?
losses.
No, I'm
Looks
saying
like a
together you
disjointed
see
unit.
the reels, the social media game, na, Rajasthan is
Deceptive.
very strong.
It is very strong.
Don't even talk
There are
about
also reels
social
have gone
media.
viral.
Don't even talk about social media to me,
Reels
because
have gone viral.
That's
today,
gone viral.
No, Rajasthan Royals reels have gone viral.
don't even talk to me about social media.
Sir, you just blame
Because-
RCB for everything.
Because today RCB stooped to the lowest of the low. I am very sorry about it. That's the word I'm going to stooped to the lowest of the low in trying to give some kind of fake hype. Arey, respect the guy's decision. Move on. Just because by coincidence,
Sir, if fans want to give a tribute to their favorite test player, what's the problem in
fans
that?
in India are stupid. I'll say
that's
it.
a-
No, look at the trend. What is going on today?
What's happening?
Dhoni has been labeled anti-national.
Why?
Because in the past, Chennai Super Kings used to praise achievements of Pakistan players and all those kind of things on their social media. And who is leading the charge? a certain TN population who are calling MS Dhoni an anti-national.
No, I still didn't get it. What's the reason?
Chennai Super Kings in the past have appreciated Pakistan's certain achievements on the cricketing field. Like, for example, winning 2017 CT.
So they just put a
92,
post for them.
Whatever. And
So what's
happy birthday to Pakistan legends and all those things.
That we also do on Sports Today.
But this Chennai
You should
Super
also be trending
Kings,
then.
in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, something has snapped. Something has gone awry with them. And that's why they have gone to that extent to trend a fake
So you're saying just getting back, diverting from the discussion, you're saying Rajasthan Royals, social media is decepting.
Yes, whatever is the weak links in the team,
I don't
whatever
know,
is
there
the divisions in the team, social media is just a very fake plaster to
I
it.
have seen, no, I'll be very honest, I have seen reports where it was written that they don't even, they are not even seen together inside the hotel or team dinners or stuff like that. But when I see social media of Rajasthan
What
Royals,
are your friends telling you?
no, I have no friends. No.
All your net full of friends of yours.
No.
I've friends of yours.
No, I've just read the reports, not this team, other. But just getting back to it, that what I've just read reports that they are not seen together and all of these things inside the team hotel. But when I see them on the field or on the, at times these are reels where they are practicing together, they seem to be gelling well. And Riyan Parag also has previously talked about his friendship with Yashasvi and with Jurel.
Very well read.
So you also feel that there are problems
No,
inside?
I have no reason to believe that because I haven't seen anything like that. And social media game, I think every team has the same social media game.
You are a different personality on social media, but once you go off camera, you are totally different. You have to lead two faces in this modern era.
That's not true.
They are trained professionals now when it comes to being around the camera. They are media trained, whatnot.
Rohit?
Rohit is an exception of sorts. He's very candid. He will use whatever words that he has to use. He's as colourful as he is on camera as he is off it. So Rohit is that kind
But
of.
then-
Otherwise, everyone is very.
Again, we are doing the greatest disservice by even mentioning as something as fake and fickle as social media. We have to focus on two.
Why do you feel that there is a power tussle?
Because look who is taking the decisions. I saw that power tussle thing during the DCRR encounter. Sanju Samson's decisions, he was just sidelined here. He may have had a side strain, but he didn't have a mouth strain. Na? At least his decision could have been taken, something could have happened. But no, they were just going in their own parallel universe. Look at the batters who came out. It wasn't Sanju Samson taking the decision, it was someone else taking the decision.
But Dravid said that there's nothing like this. Sanju is part of all key discussions.
Rahul Dravid will never say that there is some issue. He will never say it. A coach will himself destroy the team if it happens.
Shashwat, we are not going to be hearing that from any team now. Which
No, I'm just taking it on the face
it's
value.
like,
I'm believing whatever is said.
Saying no, there is internal dispute happening. No,
This
no,
is
no,
like
no,
saying
no,
Delhi Capitals have the most loyal fan base in the world. What your statement just was. There is no fan base for the Delhi Capitals. That's the fact.
There is, but population is very small.
Very small, but loyal. I mean, it's like rivaling that of RCB, rivaling that of
He's running the
CSK.
risk of offending you both, actually.
Whatever. See, but we have to give some time now and pay tribute to this man on screen who's become fittingly the player of the match.
Since you're talking about the Delhi match and you mentioned, did you tell everyone about the merchandise?
I received it. Me and Harshit sir both have received the t-shirt. We'll talk about it properly.
I won't be around.
He won't be here.
Oh, yeah. No, we received it. Thank you, Delhi Capitals, for sending it. I'll be wearing it soon. Hopefully.
You'll be wearing it?
Yeah.
Great.
Hopefully when you're still in qualification race.
Those threads are pretty
Yeah.
damn good, yeah.
Yes, but then, today Punjab Kings have only one person to thank, and that is the left arm spinner Harpreet Brar. What a spell of bowling, 3 for 22, dismissing
Interesting, sorry to interrupt, but for Delhi Capitals, KL Rahul is opening today with Faf.
We've seen that happen.
We've seen
in the
that.
past
So,
as well.
getting rid of a rampant Vaibhav Suryavanshi, getting rid of Yashasvi Jaiswal, then ensuring that Riyan Parag was bowled, maintained the chokehold in the middle overs. Harpreet Brar is the unsung hero for Punjab Kings, as he always has been. Comes in as an impact sub.
Second match I remember. I think this was this match. I think it was their second match of the season. I'm forgetting which. Again, they were like this situation. They were defending the runs, and it had to be. It's that match in which the expectation was that Vijay Kumar Vishak would be the impact sub, but it turned out to be Harpreet Brar. I think it was their second match of the season or the third.
The first match only. Vijay Kumar Vishak, he just played the first match, no? Gujarat Titans.
So, what a spell of bowling from Harpreet Brar. And again, Punjab Kings should be hailed for the fact that they give their local talent within that cluster
They
so
have
many opportunities.
4 years now.
Yes.
4 years.
And they've still not reached their perfect game, according to me. I think
there was a Gurnoor as well, if I remember.
Gurnoor Singh Brar, yes, I
Prab
remember.
Simran has been around for a while now.
Yeah, exactly.
Arshdeep, for that matter.
Kudos to Punjab Kings here. They are the only side who have given local Indian talent such a long run. And it showed. Today, 3 for 22 had Harpreet Brar not chipped in. And okay, we're wondering, what about matchups? Damn, Suryavanshi is there, Jaiswal's there, left armour bowling to left armour. But he dispelled what matchups?
Yeah. A good bowler is a good
they should
bowler.
have done that against SRH also. They would have won that game when Chahal came in late. But that the captain was Shreyas Iyer. Today was Shashank was the captain.
Shashank was the captain. And okay, one more local guy, Shashank Singh.
No, he's not.
I mean,
He's from Mumbai.
But again, local, when you look at the opportunities given, in a Mumbai Indians, he would have been warming the bench. But in Punjab Kings, he is a really, really awesome thing, that is point. So, yep, it is really good that Harpreet Brar has given Punjab Kings the win. And yes, Nehal Vadera also. And again, Shashank Singh.
Punjab is now sort of peaking at the
last 4 overs, 60 runs helped them. Last 4 overs, 60 runs, and that's why
it's pretty heartening for someone like Nehal Vadera, because when he was obviously not retained by Mumbai Indians and got picked by Punjab Kings, so whatever the history the Punjab have had, as far as their IPL is concerned, I thought that he would Nehal Vadera would not really get those consistent chances, because they would once again back Stoinis, Maxwell and the other players. But I'm glad that he is one of.
But there's
he's
one
actually I would say the backbone of your middle order.
Yeah, he's been good, and the season before the last one is where we saw these glimpses of Nehal Vadera. In fact, he bowls as well. I would want to see him bowl much more. I don't know how much he's bowling in the nets these days, because clearly we've not seen him bowl right now. But he has the ability to bowl. I think the time that he was in Mumbai, we saw him bowl on a couple of occasions. So there's an all-rounder in there. And I'm just looking at it from an India perspective. If you want to groom him for the Indian team, and the game's anywhere going in that direction where you need people who are batting in the middle order as well to chip in with an over or two, why not cultivate more of these players and ensure that they are equipped enough, whatever situation be it. We saw it with Ryan as well. When he made it to the Indian team, he was bowling too. So you need these guys, and T20 cricket is such, there could be days where you need a 6th and a 7th bowling option as well, just to add a little more variety. So I just hope, from an Indian cricketing perspective, that we see him bowl as well at some stage. If not this year, maybe going forward, whatever. But I hope in the nets he's practicing his bowling as well.
Jan Parag is bowling today also. He bowled. It's not like that he was just bowling when he himself was the captain.
Correct. So
one of the few off spinners who have bowled so much throughout the IPL.
So let's take a look at the questions that has come, and I think I saw one from your twin, Harshad. Mohit is saying, now if DC beat GT, RCB's top 2 chances increases. Yes, but if DC beat GT today, no team has secured qualification. If GT win, then 1, 2, 3 are all but settled. The battle now will be for the 4th spot.
True.
Danush, KKR eliminate PBKS qualify, great restart, Iyer fans. Yeah, I mean, KKR, his former team, got eliminated yesterday, and PBKS have qualified, all but qualified though, because if Mumbai and everybody keep on winning, then it does pose a problem for PBKS also. And PBKS's next games are against DC and MI, so it's going to be a big issue. Pranit Datta, RR should have gone for UZ and Bolt. They should go for Maharaj next season. Who did well for them? They need a quality spinner. Look for uncapped talent. For me, I'm only retaining 2 players, and I'm buying the rest, and I'm freeing my purse.
Full shopping you'll go.
Full shopping, and I'll buy the right players.
But Siddharth, right players have to be in the auction pool also.
No, they won't be there.
Mini auction.
Let's see. Mini auction, you will do some things. But then, yeah, I know. I'm releasing Shimron and Dhruv Jurel first. I think 25 crores I'm freeing right there. Okay. And I don't know. I will want to ensure my two certain retainees are a Vaibhav Suryavanshi and a Yashasvi Jaiswal. That's it.
What if Yashasvi Jaiswal does not want to get
Sanju
returned?
Samsuli will not retain.
I don't know. I think Sanju himself will not want to get
And
retained.
Yashasvi also then.
Yeah, so that's problems. There are plenty of problems for Rajasthan Royals at this stage. So, freaking awesome is saying Punjab are playing in Savai Mansingh after 6 years. Wow. That means they didn't play. Okay, COVID, I understood 2022, 23, 24.
That's a nutty stat.
Wow. That's really good. Even Mafaka looks comfortable than Hetmeyer. Freaking awesome saying.
Cheeky.
Yeah, very, very cheeky at this point. I'm glad PBKS qualified for the RCB is a certain. I want DC to qualify. Let's see. See, PBKS, RCB are still not gotten the queue. It will have a queue if DC lose today. If DC lose, both have qualified. So yes, officially the queue hasn't come yet.
This game is very important.
This game is very important because if GT win, then 3 are secured. GT, RCB, PBKS are secured. And Mumbai Indians then will have to beat PBKS and DC to secure the fourth
For
spot.
Mumbai, the best case scenario is clear. You win both your matches and you're in.
Yep. Animesh is highlighting, even with Samson back in the team, they still bungled the chase. Indeed, freaking awesome. DC is gone with Mustafizur, but not sure what Chamira has done wrong. Yeah. What wrong did Chamira
What
do?
right did Chamira do?
Okay, so it was middling, yes. Besides taking that beautiful catch that he did.
I thought he bowled well in the
had
RCB
speed
game.
as well. But again,
Yeah. So it's not looking good. But yeah, all our attention is now focused on the DC versus GT game, and KL Rahul is opening with Faf du Plessis, who, by the way, DC and BCCI, thank you so much for not giving us the proper information. We were confused whether he's in, whether he's out, whether
Fizz
he's...
you're talking about.
No, Faf.
Far.
Fizz, I mean, he
Fizz
played...
also was for good 48 hours there was confusion.
He played a game yesterday night and he's back in India and playing the IPL.
In the 11.
Talk about money
Animesh has a
power.
question that who can RR buy at mini auction, Stokes or Green? I'm not sure if Cricket Australia will release Green for the
Even if they cannot come for the next 2 years, anyways now.
No, at least the point is Cameron Green is a part of the auction list, but I'm not sure whether
Green was part of the auction
Yeah,
list.
he was.
No, I mean, see.
But he got injured, na?
He got injured, that's why he opted out. So yes, it was an external. If you commit yourself, like what Harry Brook did, but then you pull out at the last one, then you are banned for 2-3 years. That's what will happen. Yeah, but Stokes also in that sense. I think you have to understand that even Stokes, I don't think he will be in for...
Committed himself to another WTC cycle,
Yeah, plus you got 5 Ashes tests also. So that's a problem. So vice captain should be the captain. Really, what about Hardik Pandya? That is what Shubhrajit is asking. Yeah, whatever happened with Hardik Pandya in that sense. So, and what is he saying? No, sir, that their FC started. You are blind now. I don't know on what. I really don't know on what. CSK never posted. I mean, come on, Animesh. You're just picking and choosing as per your own convenience. It's up to you whether, and Faf is gone, Harshad Khan takes the wicket. So, yeah. What do you think about DC versus GT?
GT winning.
The two Delhi boys, and need not ask.
GT winning.
What?
You said DC yesterday, na?
But today again, seeing how they are batting now, I felt wrong yesterday.
I hope we win. See, it's. I've got to admit that the chances have taken a huge hit with Stark gone. He had to be one of those performers you needed, especially at this crucial stage. And going into this match, the team with greater form is the team that have made the long travel. Exactly. So let's see.
Yeah, so I'm saying GT, for the sake, if the IPL wants to have any relevance for next week, DC should win. So all 4 spots are still alive until the last.
And Chamira will be coming in the second innings.
Oh, impact sub.
Yeah.
But are they playing 3 foreigners?
Yeah, that's when they are playing a bowler less, so they don't have options.
Okay. So yeah, Chamira will come. So this includes Mustafizur.
Yeah.
Mustafiz and Chamira, oh boy.
It had to happen, because Stark went out.
one between the two.
Yeah.
No, both had to play. Na Chamira anyways was in the 11.
No, I'm saying in the 11 you had to name one between the two, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm predicting, but I think GT might pull through. I think GT will win and 3 of your 4 spots are secured. So yep, join us for the mid innings, and then we'll have a lengthier post-match discussion on GT versus DC. Let's see how that manages. So from me, Harshit, Gulati and Shashwat, it's bye-bye. This promises to be a very, very interesting game indeed. Bye-bye.